我今日都冇人會 sign up，
要做咯。
係做俾自己。我知道其他嗰啲 PT 咧，啲人其實要報名嘅，因為咧佢呢一個 Zoom 咧，佢超過唔知幾多個人咧，佢就唔可以免費用。好，我開始啦。Hey, this is Mimi here, coming to you live from my home to do a home workout that's going to be golf movement specific. Today, actually, all our movements are going to be core specific. So not very much a full body, a lot of just core stability and also lower body movements. So before we get into it, let's start out with some stretching. So for the warm up, it's going to be an active stretch. This is something that you can incorporate in your routine going into your session at the driving range or just your playing session in general. So first of all, you don't actually need a golf club with you for today's exercise. You don't need any equipment. But if you do have a golf club, you can go and grab one or something that could help you just to give you some kind of foundation so you don't fall all over the place. So we're going to start with some leg swings. So we're going to start with one side. I'm going to go back and forth sideways. So we're going to go about, 12 to 15 on each side. So if you don't have something that can hold your weight and keep you stable, you can also use your wall. Okay, so going back and forth, do a couple of these on one side, and then we're going to swap to the other. So 5 more right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the other side. So this is a great way just to loosen up your hips, because most of us do have pretty tight hips, I would say, for most golfers especially. If you have very tight hip flexors, it actually inhibits you to turn properly in your swing. So 3 more here. 1, 2, 3. Great. Now you can put your club by your side here or the wall, and we're going to go back and forth. So same thing. Just maybe about 10 on this side now. 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the other side. 10 here as well. You might hear some cracking. That's all right. This will help you loosen up your back, lower back especially. So 2 more. Great. All right, so now we're going to go into some lunges. We're going to do a star pattern. So we're going to start with one leg. We're going to go front, sideways, and back. And then you're going to swap sides. Front, sideways, and back. So do, 2 more sets for each leg. So this itself could be a workout. A lot about stability here. Okay, 1 more set each side. Good. Just getting the body nice and warmed up. All right, so next up, we're going to get into our normal golfing setup position here. Bend over a tiny bit, arms across chest, and then we're just going to rotate the upper body completely. We're going to do these fast, so at least, let's go for at least 10 seconds. So here we go. Full rotation. Keep your lower body nice and stable though. Okay, 5 more. 3, 4, 5. Nice, that should help you get and loosen up. Let's do some arm, big circle swings as well. 5 up front. 3, 4, 5 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so again, because we're gonna do some lower body work later, so let's also do some good mornings to get our hamstrings and our glutes fired up. So you can have your arms actually right by your ear up here. I'm gonna bend over, keep it nice and straight back, and also your lower body, your legs nice and straight, just bend over and come back up. So let's do 5 right here, 1, 2, squeeze up top, 3, 2 more, 4, 5. Great, okay. Last warm-up exercise here to get our core also engaged. We're gonna walk out, get into plank, and then walk back. Just like this. Use your hands to walk it out. Get into plank. And then stand on up. So 3 more, and then we're gonna get into the exercise portion. 2 more here. Stand up, walk it out. Last one. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer now after this little warm up. I'll actually do this before my range session just to get my body nice and the blood circulating. So for the exercise today, I have 11 exercises lined up for us. A lot, again, core specific, a lot of stability work, because that's something that we tend to overlook in our workout for golf motions. But if you are interested for a full body workout, I do have those sessions also recorded from last week. So you can revisit those as well. We do have those available. However, let's get into it. So 11 different exercises, core focus, and then we're going to get into the lower body to finish off. So we're going to start on our back. We're going to lay down on the ground in sit-up position. We're going to do single hand sit-ups. We're going to go 1 minute for each exercises and 15 seconds of rest in between. All right. So first exercise, single arm, full sit-up, okay? So here we go. You can start with either arm up, that's fine. So we're gonna do a lot of kind of symmetric work here, isolating one side and then doing the other. So 30 seconds here, so 10 more, and then we're gonna stop over. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, swap over. A strong core is so important in the golf swing. You don't want to be slouching at your setup. So that's why today, main focus here, a lot of core work. Nice and controlled. 5 seconds, and then break. Okay, take a break, 15 seconds. We're still going to do a little bit more sit-up, but this time we're going to have one of our legs up into the sky, opposite hand, try to reach up. All right, so here we go. Reach up. 30 seconds. So quality over quantity. 10 seconds. All right, swap over. So reach out, really try to touch your feet up there. You can have the other arm or the other hand laying on top of your stomach. To really feel the abs getting activated. 5 more. Great. Very nice. Now we're going to get into plank position and we're going to do commandos. So it's going to look something like this. Going to lower one side, come back up. Lower the other side, come back up. So here we go. Full minute. So make sure you have your weight right underneath your shoulders. So keep it going, 40 seconds. Don't drop your bottom, keep it up. Make sure you're alternating, so you're not just coming up on one side and not the other. Rotate. Ten more seconds. Okay, take a break. Going into plank, side dips. Go into low plank position. Here we go. And then you're gonna dip one side, then the other. So after you dip, come back to center. Regroup, and then the other side. So you can challenge yourself by dipping it as low as you could, then coming back up. You probably really feel these in your side obliques. Halfway. Take a break. Very good. Next up, we're going to do bird dog crunches. Get into tabletop, extend opposite arm, opposite leg, and then crunch it in. So here we go. We're going to do 1 minute each side. So I like to point my toes when I extend. I think that helps with the stability part. And also keeping also the glutes engaged. So 40 seconds on this side. So when you're extending, make sure your back is also nice and straight, not sagging down. When you're coming in, it's actually kind of like a cat-cow situation. So crunch and cross over. So 10 more seconds. And then swap to the other side. Good, swap over. So obviously you can extend the arms completely out or keep it, fold it next right behind your ear. So crunch it in. So knees and your elbow should meet in the middle of your body. Twenty seconds. So break coming up. Nice. Take a break. Now, next exercise, getting into pike plank. Right, legs staying nice and high, nice and tight. Then we're going to reach over. So pike plank, reach over. We're going to go 30 seconds each side. So here we go. Rotate through. straight arm going through. You're like threading right underneath the arm that's supporting you. Okay, swap over right here. So keep your palm up when you are threading through. You can look over as well. Look under, peek through. 10 more seconds. And then 15 seconds break. Good, take a break. Very good. Now we're getting into our lower body here. You're going to get into tabletop, and then push up to kneeling. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, tabletop. Get into kneel. So check that out. Hips coming forwards, pushing out. Kind of like a thrusting motion. Squeeze your glutes up top. So add in your wraps, go for a higher amount of these for a nice burn. You can feel control in your lower body. Abs have to stay engaged. So not much of a pushing up. You're driving it through with a hip thrust. 10 more seconds. And then 15 seconds break. Break coming up. Right here. Take a break. Good. So next exercise, from kneeling, you're going to sit back. Okay, sitting back. Make sure that, again, hips right underneath, glutes are engaged. Here we go. Full minute. Going to sit back, come back up. So you notice here that I don't want to sit leading with my glutes going backwards. I am slowly descending, control in my quads. You can keep your arms up front, extended in front of your chest. This will keep your balance. So descent, nice and control. Maybe count 3, 2, 1, right? 3, 2, 1. Reach the bottom, thrust up. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I definitely feel these in my quads. And no sagging of the back here. Okay, break coming up. One more. Oh, okay, take a break. Okay, now, next up, we'll have side lunges. Okay, we're gonna go 30 seconds each side. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Push your hips back. Get nice and low. 10 more seconds on this side, swap over. Good, swap over other side. So the next 2 exercises coming up will conclude this workout session. But it's going to be lower body focus and more explosive. So break right here. Okay, little demonstration. Next up, we're going to side shuffle, squat down, rotate, push up to the other side. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do side shuffles and a little rotation. Here we go. So rotate, side shuffle. For a greater challenge, keep low when you shuffle. So this is kind of imitating your motion coming through the ball. Keep it up, 30 seconds. So after this, one more exercise, and then we'll get into the stretching. Ten seconds. Okay, break. Next exercise. We're going to do some explosive work. So players like Mona Lowry, they really incorporate this in their training. So you can imagine in your golf swing, there's actually a lot of explosive upward motion pushing off the ground. Here we go. So we're going to do vertical jumps. Squat down, squat again, jump up, land softly. Full minute, here we go. Land softly. So box jumps are also excellent to train for that explosive motion. Keep it up. So again, in my other full body exercise video, there's a little bit more explosive work in that one. So instead of just vertical jumps, we do 180 jumps. And if you're feeling brave and you want to really get more intense with your workout, so let's take a break here, we're done. You can do 360 or elevated 180 jumps as well. So let's get into our stretching. Well done. We're gonna, first of all, stretch out these quads. So bring your feet back, hold it behind your body and pull. Make sure that the knee is straight down towards the ground. Hold this. Let's hold this for 10 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Well done. The other side. Same thing. So stretching is actually so important after your round, especially if you're walking that day and you're playing again the next day. Make sure you do stretch after a round of golf. This will really help you to get rid of any soreness in the muscles. Okay, next up, one of my favorites, kind of a pressing, like hip press. You can feel it in your hamstrings. Good stretch. You can go all the way down to your toes if you're comfortable with that. Push your hips back. Bend the knees a little bit. Keep the other leg straight. And hold this. And swap to the other side. Same thing. So all of these stretches can be incorporated in the warm-up as well before you start hitting some balls. So, but I do think that active stretching is more important. So it's not just a static stretch. So what you can do is you can incorporate some walking. So right, the same motion here, but you walk forward, you swap over. Walk forward, you swap over. This really keeps the blood running. And instead of a static stretch, sometimes actually, if you stretch too intensely, you lose some of the elasticity of the muscle, get too lax, and we don't want that. So active stretching is a little better. Some people like to use bands, which I'm a huge fan of. So you can take a band and just stretch it out. A little bit of a warm up to the muscles, which is also excellent. Okay, so up next, hip flexor. Loosen those bad boys up. So bring it up, nice, and horizontal to the ground. Right, you can hold it, but again, I do advocate a little bit more of an active stretching, so it's not just static here. So you can walk it out. Right. Take a step forward, walk it out, do the other side. So let's do 5 of these each side. So you can stay in the same pace, the same place, but just swap over. 2. 3. 4. Okay, one more each side. Very good. Okay, now let's do a full body side to side stretch. So get into a wide stance position. Have your arms out. Just reach down. Look up to the sky. With the hand that's going towards the sky, look up. Okay, get back to center. The other side. And try to go lower down the leg with the hand that's been supported. Swap over. Very good. Okay. Next up, let's also loosen up our back and our chest. So for the back stretch, push, have your hands crisscross together, push out, and really feel like you're extending your arms. You should feel your shoulder blades being pulled apart. Breathe through it, deep breath. Hold it. Good. A back stretch. So instead of your arms, the palms going out, keep them close together, push back. And you look up into the sky, nice and extended with the arms. Move around, move your head around. Go in a circular motion, go the other side. Do at least 2 circles. Good. Okay, so now let's get into some floor work. Get into Cobra. So walk it out into plank, lower yourself. Get into Cobra. So make sure now your your hips should stay on the ground. And relax those shoulders. So you don't want them to be up by your ears. Lower them down. Look up. Move your head side to side. Very good. Now we're going to transition the tabletop. You're gonna bring one of your legs over, kind of like a semi-lunge, and then we're going to stretch out your hip flexors. Important stretch for golfers right here. So once you get into the position, you can lean forward. Lean forward, hold it for 3 seconds. Go back to center. And then 2 more. So lean forward, hold it. 1, 2, 3. Come back to center again. So you should feel it kind of in this region right here. Hip flexor, definitely feel a pull. Come back. Okay, other side. No stress in the lower back doing this motion. You shouldn't feel that. So same thing, hold it for 3 seconds this side, leaning forward. Come back to center. If you want a deeper stretch, what you can do is when you lean forward, you can pick the back foot up and bring it closer to your body while leaning forwards. But this is more of an intense stretch, but still very nice. Very good. Okay, well, that concludes our workout session today. Thank you so much for joining me, and stay safe out there, and hope to see you again next time. Okay, bye.